it's Coach M here. Today I'm going to show you 5 great ways to improve your relationship with your teenager. Whether your relationship needs to be repaired completely, or if you're just looking for ways to make it stronger. These 5 practices I'm going to show you will get you on the right track to having the relationship you ultimately want with your teenager. Coming up. Haven't already done so, if you could hit that subscribe button for me, that would be wonderful. I'm dedicated to getting these powerful tools and strategies on this channel out there to as many people as possible. My goal is to help everyone live from their best self. And of course, as you know, every subscribe button push, every like button push, and every comment helps YouTube's algorithm get this content out in front of more people. Thank you. Are you wanting a better, more connected relationship with your teenager, but you're not sure where to begin or what you can do? Well, the first thing I highly recommend is to have the vulnerable talk. This is something that you'll want to do if your teenager has stopped talking to you, seems distant, or has been really angry, upset, or disrespectful towards you. You'll want to plan out your vulnerable talk by writing it down first. Basically, this is going to be the conversation you have with your teenager to express how much you want to have a better relationship with them. Again, you want to plan what you're going to say and how to say it. I don't recommend winging this at all. In a minute, I'll give you an example of what the vulnerable talk sounds like. But before you decide to talk with your teen, you'll want to make sure that you're practicing the ITA method first. If you're not sure what the ITA method is, check out the video here and it's linked in the description down below. Once you're focusing on your intention and the timing is right to engage with your teenager, then you'll want to start the vulnerable talk with them. Remember, the vulnerable talk is about what you want the relationship with your teenager to look like, and you're going to express it from a vulnerable place. This is not about getting them to do what you want them to, nor is it about guilting them, blaming them, or pushing your negative, uncomfortable feelings onto them. Being vulnerable is about your heart connecting with your teenager's heart. So start the vulnerable talk with something like this. I'd love to talk to you about something that has been really weighing on my heart. Is it okay if I share my heart with you? More than likely, your teen will say yes, especially if you follow the ITA method. But if they say no, you simply say, okay, I respect that. Please let me know when we can talk. Then walk away. If your teenager says yes, then proceed with something like, I've noticed that we seem more distant, not as close as we used to be. And my heart is so sad and heavy because of it. I deeply want a more connected, closer relationship with you, but I'm not sure how. I suspect that there's things that you need from me that you're not getting, but I don't know what those things are. Would you be willing to share them with me and let me know what you think we could do to improve our relationship or what you need from me? Now, I'm going to warn you, you are allowing the floodgates to open here. And more than likely, your teenager is going to really let you know what you're doing wrong or what you should be doing. This is the key here. Try your hardest to not get triggered. Go into this knowing that your child is going to tell you some hard things to hear, but this is how we grow. This is how we evolve. We oftentimes don't see what we're doing. We don't really hear what we're saying and how it's being interpreted by our teenager. Your job during the vulnerable talk is just to express your heart in a clear, calm, vulnerable way and listen to what your teen has to say. You do not want to react to anything your teenager tells you. This will be hard, because you'll want to justify how great of a parent you are, how easy you've made their life, how much you do for them, how grateful they should be. But remember, this is about authentic connection and learning about yourself through the eyes of your teenager. So take in what they're telling you. Listen intently to the words that they choose to describe you. Pay attention to their body language as they talk. These are your clues to what your teenager is truly feeling and what they need from you. Look at this as an opportunity to improve yourself. The second great way to improve your relationship with your teenager is to learn the process of identifying your internal triggers, which result in your negative emotions towards your teenager's behavior. Understanding why you get triggered in the first place is one of the most important steps that you can take to improving your relationship with your teenager. When we can respond to our teenager with love, understanding, and empathy in every situation, even the tough ones, we then can have the greatest influence in their lives. They'll want to come to us for advice and help. They'll value our wisdom and they'll try to emulate it. Oftentimes parents tell me that they want their children to see how upset they are, how disappointed they are in their child's behavior, so the child won't repeat the bad behavior again. But I ask parents to ponder the question, what do you truly want for your child? Do you want your child to do something or not do something because someone tells them to? Or do you want your child to make decisions based on your child's values, ideals, and moral code? Do you ultimately want your child to be able to think for themselves and decipher between right and wrong, or blindly follow what someone says? We all want our children to think things through and develop a deeper understanding of the natural consequences of certain behavior, but we have to give them space to learn how to do this. And the best way to achieve this is by recognizing our own internal triggers and not reacting from them. This doesn't mean there isn't natural consequences for their behavior. There most certainly is for everyone's behavior. What's great about responding to our teenager from love, understanding, and empathy is we can allow the natural consequences to play out without feeling any negative emotion about it. When we react from negative emotions, our internal triggers, we often create arbitrary, unrelated consequences that don't make sense, which only damage our relationship with our teenager, pushing them further and further away from us. If you need help identifying your internal triggers, check out the video here and it's linked in the description below. This is huge. Internal triggers prevent us from showing up fully for our children, from honoring who they really are, and from being the parent that we desire to be. The third way to improve your relationship with your teenager is to write the empowerment letter. This letter is designed to help you focus on your teenager's strengths, their values, their gifts. It really has two purposes. The first is to allow you to focus on your true intention for your teenager, to soak in the reasons why you wanted to be a parent, and to think about the calling bestowed upon you to guide this beautiful human being on their life's journey. Our children come to us whole and complete, and it's our job to help them always remember that. And the empowerment letter is a great way to start. The second purpose is to help your teenagers see themselves as they truly are, an incredible gift to this world with a purpose and reason for their life. Once you get in touch with your deepest intention for your child, the intention of wanting them to be happy, passionate about their life, and contribute to the world through their gifts, talents, and strengths, you'll then want to write the empowerment letter to your teenager. The empowerment letter is exactly that, a letter from you to your teenager that empowers them, brings awareness to who they really are, helps them see themselves in a clearer, more authentic way, and inspires and motivates them to live from their best self. This letter is filled with positive, affirming statements about your teenager. The letter needs to come from a sincere place, maintain a positive tone, and clearly express your support and encouragement. Make sure to include the strengths, talents, and gifts that you see in your teenager. Use the questionnaire linked in the description below to help you start this process. After you're done writing the empowerment letter, leave it in a place where your teenager will find it. Don't say anything about it, and see if they mention it or if they start acting a little differently towards you. If they start trying to engage with you and talk with you more, make sure you give them your full attention, no matter what they're talking about, even if it's something that you don't agree with. Just listen to them and ask empowering questions. If you need help with what empowering questions look like, check out the video here and it's linked in the description as well. The fourth way to improve your relationship with your teenager is to use the perspective shift tool. The perspective shift tool is looking at your teenager's misbehavior or mistakes in a different way. When a situation occurs with your teenager, like misbehavior, disrespect, a cold shoulder, or a mistake, you're going to stop your automatic thoughts and put the perspective shift into place. To do this, first and foremost, do not talk to your teenager or engage with them if your negative emotions are heightened. Go through the steps of processing your emotions first, even if it takes a day or two before confronting your teenager. If you need help with the steps of processing your emotions, check out the video here and it's linked in the description below. Once you're calm enough, you're going to put the perspective shift tool into place by asking yourself these questions. Number one, what are some other factors that could be playing into my teenager's behavior? Number two, what is my teenager feeling and trying to accomplish here? Remember, most behavior is serving a purpose and has a positive intent. Even if the behavior is selfish, it still carries a positive intent to meet the needs of the person engaging the behavior. Number three, looking at the whole picture, what did my teenager do right in this situation? Number four, what core emotional need is this behavior truly reflecting? Not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy, valued, loved, seen, or heard. Number five, how can I respond from a place of love, empathy, and understanding with clear boundaries and consequences? By shifting perspectives and looking at the situation from your teenager's point of view, you'll be able to understand what's really going on, what's at the root of the behavior, which allows you to respond the best way possible, a way that actually helps your teenager feel understood and honored, as well as taking responsibility for their behavior, dealing with the consequences, and learning from their actions. Put these 4 ways of improving your relationship with your teenager into place starting today, and watch how much it makes a difference. You'll have a deeper, more connected relationship with your teenager before you know it. If you'd like more help on how to improve your relationship with your teenager, just click on the link below and I'll send you some great tools and strategies. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like it, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click on the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. And I upload videos every week. I hope that your week is a beautiful one. I'll see you in the next video.